Get the snap. You can send pictures.
I just thought about that meme with the fucking mines. And it's like the basic one is like ask for her snap. And then the next one is like ask for her number. And like the third one with like the galaxies and shit is like ask for her number on her snap. Yo. Yo, it's just having me crying.
That ass. Interesting block face.
Especially the long
So?
intellectual ones.
Yo, fact.
Let's
How'd
just
your
know what
midterms
happened.
go? How'd your midterms go?
I got an A on the first one for the teacher that called me retarded. And
Yo.
nah, he didn't call me retarded. Remember how I told you how I wasn't doing my fucking presentation?
Uh-huh. And then
So-
I was telling you that you should go.
Yeah, so I didn't go that day, right? And then the next class I went, and niggas was still doing presentations. So then
I'm crying.
he was like, "Why didn't you come Monday?" I was like, I wasn't feeling good." And so then he was like, "Oh, okay, but are you ready to do your presentation?" I was like, "I don't want to." And then he was like, "All right, go write your name on the board and tell the class that you're not prepared." So I did that, right? And then the next class, right? Nigga said, "All right, Uriah, you can do your presentation now." I'm like, "I don't want to." He's like, "Why not?" I'm like, so I made up some excuse. I was like, I'm not comfortable talking in front of like people, right? So then he was like, I don't think that's the problem. I'm like, then what's the problem? He was like, I think you don't know the content. So then I was like, oh, okay. So then he was like, all right, you can go sit down. I'm like, all right. And the rest of the class, this nigga was like, oh, if you guys want to pass my class, don't be like this student here, because he's on his way to get an F. I'm like, nigga, what? You really about to... Yo, and
Wow, bro.
like, the fucking retarded girl next to me was like... she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, hello. Like, I don't care. And today I gave this nigga my test. He was like, Uriah, you got an A. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I'm like, yeah, nigga, suck dick.
Yo.
You got me tight.
What did you actually say, though?
I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't say that. I was like, so you're not gonna call me stupid no more, right? He was like, well, he was like, I did not call you stupid. I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Not gonna blow my spot up no more, right? Nah, but the second midterm for technical graphics, somebody left a test on my computer. So I just wrote my name and turned it in.
What did you get?
I don't know yet. She said she'll grade them next week.
What did you get an
Person
F,
that took
bro?
research before.
Nah, like I made sure the answers were like you have to like draw on the computer. So I just like I made sure that everything was like legit.
Not even 100%, and then that one dude got an F.
Yo,
I submitted it. Yo, what happened?
it's cause for the like we had to do two parts. We had to draw on a program and we had to do it by hand. And the program one, we have to send it to her by email. So I was looking, cause the thing was we had to draw a circuit template, and for some reason all semester she was like, don't save your work, but I always saved it just in case at the end she'd be like, oh, you don't do anything in my class. I could just show her all my work. And then the circuit we had to do, niggas already did it, like a similar one. So I was going through my files and I'm like, wait a minute, I could just take the one I already have and just like fix it a little bit. And then I was going through the documents and I seen somebody's midterm. I'm like, hold on. I clicked it and it was the whole thing.
No.
I'm like, well then.
You should have deleted it off the computer after that.
I did.
Okay.
After I sent it,
Smart.
I deleted that shit just in case.
Nigga left no evidence.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, boy. I'm ready. Son, so there's this girl in the DFAC, right? In the, like the place that we go to, that we get food from. She works there. She's in the Air Force or whatever. And she's cute, you know? So,
Nigga, you called her
since,
Ducky
like,
yesterday.
I shut up. So ever since the first day we saw her, she was like, "Oh, who's that? She's cute, blah blah blah." But we never talked to her or anything. And today we heard some dude trying to spit a hard game at her, but this man was trying too hard or whatever. So like we overheard him, and then we started talking about like, what the fuck is that man doing? He's trying way too hard or whatever. And then she leaves him, right? Goes off the grill, goes by the door, and asks Easton. He's like, "What's his name?" And I'm like, "What?" And then I turn around and she looks at me. She's like, "Are you from there?" And I'm like, from where?" And then she's like, "From there," and points to her back. And I'm like, "What the fuck is she talking about, bro?" But I have like, what's it called? A Costa Rica patch on my backpack. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Costa Rica, blah blah blah." And she's like, "Oh really? That's so weird. You're like the first person I've ever met, blah blah blah." And it was hilarious.
Ooh la
Because
la.
this man Easton says, my luck's
It's
been off the
fucking
charts
amazing.
since
It's
I got here.
miraculous. Like, you didn't have that good luck in Texas. But as soon as you drop in Guam, everything floats your boat.
Yo. Like I said, everybody rowing my boat.
Mm.
Heard the row your boat.
Okay, nigga.
Gently between your legs.
Excuse me.
Oh my god. Are you ready?
Nigga, I've been first triangle. What the fuck?
Alright, man. I'm still eating seafood.
Nigga, chow to I died.
Finish something up.
Yo. Nigga got killed by a shout shoot.
Yeah.
Low key, this chicken is ass.
Yo.
I ate it all though.
What happened?
I ate it though. Oh, really? Did you get them French fries?
Nigga, I ain't have french fries. I haven't watched the other stuff.
Oh, that shit's fire. French fries are good.
Can
I low-key saw them, but I was...
can y'all like go get like thirds and seconds and fourths and fifths and shit?
We got
Yeah, we going back
second.
at 7.
Yeah.
You can't get thirds.
You can get thirds if you want to.
Really?
No, I shouldn't have told your ass that. Knowing you'll go back for fourth. I mean, the whole defense gonna be judging you by that third place.
Yo, fact, like, bro, you good? Like that, the one dude, he was like, "Oh, you gonna be back later?" I was like,
Who said that?
Yes.
Oh, you say calls you out.
There was this one dude, the one that always comes up after to us and is like, "Oh, sorry to interrupt you guys' conversation, but we're about to close.
that
If you wanna get extra food or whatever."
He's cool.
Yeah, he was really cool.
They called you out though.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna see you later." Like, yes. I'm gonna get a tier up and a level up after this game.
Did the weekly quest come out?
No.
I'm for it.
I feel like there's nothing different.
I got a blue AR. I love these dick.
Nigga, fucking spamming down heavy. Oh, I'm dead.
I got a golden hand cannon, okay?
Alright, first of all, how that shit hit me? Bruh, tell me why Christina dragged me around Manhattan just to buy a game that niggas did not have. Huh? Yeah. Nah, cause I was in school. I was pretty much done with my test, cause I told you I fucking took the niggas' answers. But I couldn't just leave, cause that's mad sus. Yeah. So I'm just chilling, watching some anime, and I get a message. She was like, "You're in school?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm coming downtown. You trying to hang out?" I'm like, "Alright." And then we went to like Best Buy and Target and shit.
Trying to get the dick set.
No. Boy, she got a boyfriend.
Oh my god.
She be talking about ending it all.
Alright, man. She be posting him on IG.
Hey, that don't mean nothing. Like if that girl at the BFAC, I'd be like, boyfriend. When she asks me something like that, I'd be like that.
Yo.
I don't give a fuck.
Alright, I'm about to join.